Well, hello. I'm Seth. This is my dirty old flat top guitar. This is my chair. And this is a beginner's guitar lesson. We're going super beginner. So like I said, this is a cheap guitar. Also, I don't have a pick, so we're going to use our hands and our fingernails, be really resourceful here. So the first thing we're going to do is, I'm not going to name like the letters of the strings because there's going to be a lot of letters floating around. I don't want to confuse you guys. So we're just going to keep it basic. This is going to be 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're just going to go, the frets are numbered 1, 2, 3, and so on. But we're only going to use these 3 or 4. So before we begin learning chords, I would like to just basically quote the legendary Bob Ross and say, there are no mistakes, just happy little accidents. So if I mess up, I'm totally cool with it. And I hope you guys are too. So we're going to learn 4 chords. We're going to start out with G. Look at that. Ah, so nice. So the first thing you're going to do is take your ring finger. You're going to go to the 3rd fret of the 6th string. And that's what it's going to sound like. Except my guitar is a little flat. Like we said, that's okay. Then you're going to go to the 5th string, and you're going to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret. So we have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then we're going to have our pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, which is at the bottom. So that's our G chord. And you can just kind of mess around with that. Sounds nice. Sounds like sipping, southern sweet tea on porch with your grandma. So now from there we're going to go to C. So for C, we're just going to move everything down just a little bit, or excuse me, up the fretboard. And we're going to have our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and our pointer finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And that's what that sounds like. Wow. Beautiful. All right, so next we're going to move to an easy chord. This is going to be E minor. And so E minor is just going to be 2 fingers, and it's relatively simple. They're close together, and it kind of gives your song like that edgy, dark tone, You can really mess around with that. So we're going to go, that is going to be your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, and then your ring finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. And everything else is just open. And you can just kind of mess around with strumming, and strumming just comes with time. And you just kind of learn little things you can do to kind of make it sound interesting and keep the chord going without it just getting too monotonous. So we have G, we have C, we have E minor, and now we're going to learn D. And this is the one that gets a little confusing, or it's a little difficult to do because you're kind of cramped down at the bottom. So first thing we're going to do is take our pointer finger, and we're going to put it on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. We're going to take our our middle finger, and we're going to put that on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. And then we're going to take our ring finger, and that's going to be on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And that's what that should sound like right there. So now we have all our chords put together. We have G, we have C, we have E minor, and we have D. And now that might not sound like that at first. It might sound like you might have some notes that are kind of flat, or you might accidentally mute it. And that's okay too. Like we said, we just work with it and you just go on. You practice, and with practice, you get to the point where you get kind of comfortable with it. So with those 4 songs, G, C, E minor, and D, we're going to play a song for you guys. This is a classic song. It's Country Roads by John Denver. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads. Now we'll do the second verse. All my memories, they gather round her. miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky, misty taste of moonshine, teardrops in my eye, country roads, take me home. See, and then we messed up there, but that's okay. To the place, it can ring a little bit, and that's okay too. You fix it with your voice. Oh, West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. That is a beginner's guitar lesson, and then the song we sang was Country Roads. Thank you. Have a great night.